Friends, hello, welcome back. Happy Thursday. Today we have quite the challenge on hand here, suggested by Yord Awesome. I like it. Yord Awesome. I get it. I like it. He wants to see us go out there, though, and build a team that's cornerstoned around players with some atrocious contracts. He mentioned Neil. He mentioned Eriksson. He mentioned Lucic. One of them or any of them? I said, you know what? We're doing all three. We're doing all three, and we're going to throw on a kicker. We're going to throw on a defender in there as well. A defender by the name of Brent Seabrook. So we have ourselves quite the lineup here today. We have Seabrook, we have Eriksson, we have Neil, and we have Lucic. Four guys we have to build this team around who are 81 overall and below, all taking up 5+ mil on the cap for this team. It's going to be a challenge. We have a lot to work with here. I think they all have to stay on the team. If there's any benefit to this, is I do believe that Lucic is, or a couple of these guys might be power forwards. James Neal's a power forward. Lucic might be as well here. Yeah, he is. So that's, one benefit there is we might be able to power forward these guys on the lines and +3 those lines because we're going to need all the help we can get here. As far as, what's your name? Eriksson's concerned, I don't know what to say. 6 bills, he's getting paid to be a 76 overall, I guess. So there's that. Do we have to play him? I feel like we have to put him in the lineup, right? That's got to be part of the rule here. So, Eriksson, you're going to play. And you're getting benched over Robinson anyway. That's just disrespectful. Come on, get the guy in there. He's getting paid 6 bills. 6 of them. This guy deserves to play. There you go, Eriksson. I know you want to play. There you are. Now, let's see if we got room for Seabrook. Right now, he's second lining it for Calgary. Not bad. Seabrook, can you do us a favor and be an offense or defensive defenseman? No, they can't. I didn't think so. I thought it was two-way. But that's what we're going to work. Thankfully, we got to keep Giordano. We got to keep Hanifin. But right off the bat, and we also did get a key goaltender. Yeah, Markstrom we have as well. 88 overall he's got in this game. Good for him. But right off the bat, looking here, I think we're going to look. I mean, even Kachuk's a power forward. We can really boost these lines here for what? I think we get a playmaking center. That's a start. Actually, Lindholm can do that. First line, Lindholm? Lindholm first line? No? Nobody wants to play here? What? What's going on? Why don't we got a good chemistry going here? Johnny G doesn't want to be on the first line. All right, so maybe we go sniper first line. Johnny G don't want to be anywhere, though, by the looks of it. What if we go you here? That +3's it. That +3's it, and what is this guy? He's a sniper, so that's better. I think we got to get a sniper for that first line. The second line's going to be tough to boost that chemistry on, I think. Neil, for the, the good thing there is he does have good chemistry. But Monahan doesn't. Gaudreau doesn't. That's going to put us in a tight spot here. So we're going to start with the sniper. I really would like to see what would happen if we get... Is there any playmaker on this team? Derek Ryan. Is there any chance we can +3? Okay, so Derek Ryan would +3. How's he fit? Okay, that's beautiful. So we need to get a playmaking center. And we need to get a sniper for this offense. And then we got to talk about defense, who we clearly need to pick up as well. And we're just going all out here. We can pick up any and everybody. Obviously, the cap's a problem. We're right up against the floor here. So we're going to have to look for players that are obviously, entry-level deals. And that's probably just about it here. And we'll see what we can find. We don't have much room for anything else. We're going to have to find a way to plug and play players. See, that's what's going to be really difficult here. Is trying to find guys. I don't know. I'm say trying to find guys that can fit in here that we can trade still. Because we want to keep some of our players as well. You don't want to get rid of all of your players that you have that are decent, but you're going to have to do something about it because you want to get rid of guys that have, cap hits and, a lot of the guys that are low overalls are the entry-level deal guys that aren't going to work. So we'll see. Okay, so McDavid, you're not making $2 million a year. Who are you fooling, EA? Who in the heck are you fooling? You watch, just put the filter on. Apparently you undid it. I don't think McDavid's going to quite fit. I mean, it'd be nice. I'm not going to lie. If we could squeak McDavid under the cap, I just got to feel like it ain't going to fit. So here we go. Let's take a look. Lafreniere, 82 overall. Is that our highest overall? We got to do better than that. So 86. We are really, really tight here. Barzell. You think we can get Barzell cheap? I mean, do we have a choice? We have to try. Is that really it? There's only that many guys on entry-level deals still? That's incredible. I thought there was more than this. All right, so Barzell, you got to come over. What are you thinking? Forward line 3, you don't have a scheme fit. I love seeing that. Thankfully, though, you're not scouted, so that could be wrong. Dylan Strome, same story. What do you got? Playmaker... Potentially line 1. We are looking at only playmakers. I did have to keep that in mind as well. So, Dylan Strome's cheaper. I think you go with the cheaper guy here when you look at all the players we have at center as is. So we'll try to take a look at Dylan Strome. And he does say potentially a first liner as well there. I'd rather have the potential first liner opposed to the potential third liner. And they're willing to wheel and deal Dylan Strome, let's say Barzella is not the accurate name here. So let's see what we can work with here. We have to walk out. Neil's got to stay. Labo can go, but I don't know if I want to get rid of it. Good old Labo can. So we got to keep Seabrook. He's got to stay. Dubé, you can leave. You got some trade value there, don't you, pal? Who else do we got in here? We're looking at Kylington's got to be RFA'd, it looks like, as well for us. That would be a 79 overall. We did not take a look at our team's RFAs yet. Who else we got around here? 5 bills. That's Luchik's. Got to keep him. We can get rid of Mr. 2.285 million at the 78 overall. I think that's where we start here. See you later, pal. Send it straight up Chicago. I know you want it. Oh, yeah, it was close. I can tell. You can really see it in their eyes. It was really close to accepting that one. What kind of trade value we got on players here? Let's see. Nothing. Pelletier, is that how you say it? We're going to put him on a trade here for Dylan Strome. Send it straight up. I keep thinking because he's an RFA, they might go easy on us, but they're really not. They're having none of it. This is a team with some good trade value, though. That's the bonus here. Now, do we go third and third first? I really do not want to overpay. I want to get as close to his fair value as possible here because we got to try to pick up more players. So they're not going to take 2/3. We're going to throw on the fourth. We'll go 2/3 and a fourth for Dylan Strome. They say get out of here. Shut the front door. That's not going to happen. Okay, we'll just go second round pick straight up. Dylan Strome. Make it nice and quick. Okay, then. Pardon me. Team, I don't remember your name. Chicago. Pardon me. I apologize. I am just too bad, so sad that to be fair, I don't think we're giving up that much for Dylan Strome. Okay, fine with you coughing out, but it seems the trade block surplus came in handy here. However, you aren't where you need to be as far as values offered. I thought we was right where we needed to be, so we're not even close. We're just trying to nickel and dime him. It wasn't even a ballpark. All right, Dylan Strome is now a Calgary Flame. All right, assistant GM, best roster. We're going to go look for a sniper now. The sniper is the one that needs to be on the first line. Yeah, that's why there was so few, because we only had sniper playmaker filtered there. I forgot we did that. So let's take a look what's out here now sniper-wise. Lucas Raymond. Now, there's a name right there. Can't pick him up. 85, 86 overall on Svechnikov. Hoffman's on a $700K deal. Oh, he's not signed yet. That's why. Yeah, we ain't going to be able to afford that. Sorry, Hoffman. We're going to look at DeBrusk or Svechnikov. I'd really like Svechnikov. First liner, Svechnikov. How you feeling, pal? All penalty killing units. Woo! That is some good chemistry right there. That is what I like to see. Had to throw the woo in there. That had to crackle on the mic. It just sounded horrendous. But, you know, it is what it is at this point. Svechnikov's got to be done, I think. I don't think we're going to make anybody else work here. Forward line 3. We might change coaches. We might just trade everybody here. And then, you know, I don't know when this happened. Was this a bug that happened mid-game? Because I don't remember this being a problem at the beginning of the year when you hit left trigger, right trigger, and it just doesn't work. Like, it's just bugging out like galore here when you do it. It used to work just fine, I swear. So, DeBrusk, potentially forward line 1. They got Svechnikov scouted out, though, and he is just a penalty killer. So, I think that's a risk we shouldn't take. DeBrusk might be the answer here. No, that's a lie. We're going to change coaches. Come on down, Svechnikov. You just come on down because you know what? Johnny G doesn't want to be on this team either. We're going to pick up Svechnikov. We're going to add him to the team. That's going to really bolster up this team. You think you're getting Matthew Tkachuk? Good joke there. Oh, my. No. Hang on a second. Yeah, Svechnikov's under contract. I just realized Dylan Strome's not under contract, and we're going to have a hard time offering the dough for that. Here you go. First round pick for Svechnikov. Go ahead and laugh at us for that one. They didn't really laugh at us. I would have laughed. I wouldn't even answer. I would have left him on red. We'll throw in a second for Svechnikov. I was going to say there's no chance that's going to happen. But again, we're talking business here over here, Carolina. You know what? Let's really talk business, Carolina. How about we do a little package deal here? I know you guys are really big into helping us out here. So we're going to go defense because we need one of those. And we're going to talk too expensive. Not as expensive. These guys are all too expensive. Okay, we're not going to talk to you guys about defense. I was going to say throw in Hayden Fleury, but he's an 80 overall who has, you know, really good potential here. So that's not going to work either. Okay, well, it's nice talking to you then, Caroline. I guess we're going to go back to just trying to get old Andrei Svechnikov. 1 first round, 1 second round, and we're going to throw on another second round pick. Let's go third and fourth first. I can't imagine we're even close. We're going to try it, though. Trade rejected? Yeah, not there. We're throwing another second on. Don't want to mess around too much. I imagine we've got a lot of trades to get done here, so we don't want to get stuck in a trade screen too long. Overpaying, though. Yes, that by a lot. Okay. Contradicting ourselves here. We're going to throw in a third and a third. Please? Nah, you got to give up more than that. And the trade meter, it's... what would you say here? Teasing. lying. You know, it looks like it's too much, but it's a first and 2 seconds. I'd give that up in a heartbeat for Svechnikov. And Carolina's like, yeah, I'm sure you would. They ain't taking that. So we're going to go back down here. We're going to look Svechnikov. We're going to go third for Svechnikov. How you feeling? They are still not anywhere close. It might take 2 first. This is a big dog we're getting no in return. So I'm all for doing it. 2 seconds. And they are still not going to do it. Okay, here we go. Throwing on the first, dropping the seconds. 2 firsts for Svechnikov. Send it. They are saying we are still just a tad bit off there. We'll go ahead and throw on a 4th and a 5th. I think it was a tad bit. It was a long message. I just assumed. Trade accepted. Just 2 first-round draft picks for Svechnikov. I'll take it. You need to consider how many times you can swing and miss in the draft. And we just picked them up for 2 first-round picks. That ain't bad. What's going to be bad here is seeing how much money Dylan Strome wants. Let's take a look here real quickly before we get too ahead of ourselves. Thankfully, a guy like Svechnikov, entry-level deal, not a big deal. How much cap space do we have? 2.7 million. As far as the RFAs are concerned, we go over here, we take a peek, and we have Dylan Strome. We have 2 RFAs. Oh yeah, Kylington, that's right. Dylan Strome, how much money are you looking for? Asking price 2.275? We got that. Here, say less. Thanks for coming. It's good doing business with you. I'd like to get you on the books, though, before we made more trades. I'd like to get Kylington on the books, too. To be completely honest, though, we might not sign him if we don't have to. There you go. Take that. And we're going to go on. I mean, he's a 70. What was he? A 78? So that's kind of tough. You going to accept our money there, Dylan Strome, or are you just not going to play? Extremely happy. All right, welcome. Good to have you here. Nice to be a part of the Calgary organization. Let me tell you what. It is a nice place here. The food's great. The ice is clean. Stands are empty. I mean, they're empty everywhere right now, but the stands are empty in the system. We'll go Svechnikov, we'll go Strome, because EA says let's send him to the AHL. And we will send down, hello, up button. There you go, perfect. Okay, you're gone, Ronaldo. See you later, Cristiano and Robinson. 2 700K guys. So unfortunately, that's not a lot of cap space that's changing there. We'll go best lines, and we'll go take a look at what we got real quickly. I would like to think we're in the ballpark of being good for the forwards, but I imagine we need a lot more. So let's see here. Svechnikov got the +1. No chemistry there either. Oh yeah, we already said that didn't happen because coach, correct, proper. All right, but real quickly, we will take a look and see if there's any way at all that we can potentially, these are 2 snipers, right? Sniper, playmaker, sniper, yeah. See if there's any way at all that we can squeak a +3 in here. And we could get that with Svechnikov, Lindholm, and Kachuk. So that would work. Then we have Monahan. We have 2-way forward there in Strome. Monahan's kind of getting in the way. Sorry, Monahan. Not to be disrespectful or anything. I mean, we put James Neal there. That would +3 it. That would +3 that line. We're talking Strome, Gaudreau, Neal. Maybe we don't change these lines after all. I can't imagine putting Sean Monahan on the 3rd line. That's kind of nasty. I kind of like the lineup we got going here. Svechnikov, Neal, Gaudreau, Dylan Strome, Elias Lindholm. Going to the defense, though, that's where the problem becomes. We're going to have to pick up a defender, a couple defenders, and they're going to have to be of the 82+ range, I think, here. And we're going to, once again, this is where things get difficult. Can't get too excited about the forwards because we have to find defense that are cheap. And there is nothing more difficult than finding cheap defenders, especially in this game where most of them, if they are cheap, they're really, really, high priced because they're good players. Or just the pure fact that most defenders don't get, the overalls don't go up a lot in this game until they finally do get paid because it's, 2-3 years down the road, they finally get the 84, the 85. So we'll see what we got. Rasmus Dahlin. Sign me up. Are we going for the big fish in Rasmus Dahlin? Of course we're going to try. What if we get Quinn Hughes instead? Man, we'll look at the offense out here. We have Quinn Hughes. We have Heiskanen. He fits on absolutely no lines. That's beautiful. Heiskanen fits on 2 lines, but he's a 2-way defender, though. We'd like to +3 that if possible. I don't think it's going to happen. We need to get a defensive defenseman and an offensive defenseman. That's going to be a tough gig to make happen here. So we're just going to go by the players. So Quinn Hughes, no. Char, no. Let's talk about Adam Fott's a defensive defenseman as well, or offensive defenseman. Sergeyev's 2-way. That's not going to work. Vatanen's not a defensive defenseman. That's not going to happen. Vatanen's only wanting 700K potentially. I mean, we might be able to make that work, but not for the defensive defense or offensive defenseman thing again. That's going to be the problem. Hamonic's going to be out there. That's a defensive defenseman. He fits an all D pair, supposedly entry-level deal, and we might try to sign him. Player info. We'll go and talk to him in a little bit. First and foremost, though, we're going to go for a big fish. Let's talk Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes. Are we feeling good about Quinn? Abso-freaking-lutely. Or do we go Rasmus? Not being greedy, but we're going. They're the same age? Huh. I did not realize that. I was thinking one was a year later. Weren't they? No? Maybe not. Okay, then. So let's talk. I mean, a goalie's in there. That's good there. Oh, Markstrom's got some good trade value, too. We could actually, if we had to, move Rittich, but I'd like the backup at the 84. That is nice to have, but he's got some salary cap on him. So here we go. Our first round draft pick is losing value, and we are running out of them. We're definitely going to have to make this an all or nothing deal, well, obviously, but we're definitely going to have to make this our big fish target on defense. We're going to have to go from there. So 2 first, a second, not even going to mess around because they're going to reject it anyway because it is the great Quinn Hughes. Well, I don't need another second. See you later. No, okay. 2 first, 2 seconds again. You know, you're making me play real GM. I might be willing to do it. A franchise defenseman, guaranteed. I mean, it's the entire future, and they're going to want more than 2 first and 2 seconds. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay, so, yeah, we just said that. Thank you for clarifying. So, 2025. How many draft picks do we have here? We could spill them out here forever, all the way to 2026. Sure. 3 first. They don't hold much value anymore because of how good this team is. We'll throw on a second. They, again, doesn't hold much value. Trade is still rejected. We're going to throw in another second. We might not be able to land Quinn Hughes. It might end right there. The defense is a struggle. A second there saying, no, you aren't where you need to be in value, nor are we particularly interested in sending it away. I get it. I wouldn't be either, but we're about to give up 4 first-round draft picks. We just picked up Svechnikov for 2, and it's going to cost us 4 for Quinn Hughes. Now, again, our trade value was higher before, understandably. Here we go. Why? Come on, buddy. 5. Okay. Do we have 5 first-round draft picks later on? I don't think we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we don't. We tried 4 first-round draft picks for Quinn Hughes, and they walked away from the deal here. So that's not going to happen. Do we have trade value somewhere, though? That's the big question here. Anywhere. That's not enough trade value, I don't think, there. We're pretty much stuck. We're pretty much stuck to say no Quinn Hughes. All right, so we got to shop for a little bit smaller fish. Maybe there's a team willing to get rid of a player. We can't do Darlene because he's an RFA, isn't he? Or is he not an RFA? No, he's not. He's an entry-level deal. He's a little bit more expensive, though. We could go Heiskanen, who's a little cheaper. So is Makar. I think we can make Makar work. I want to go Heiskanen, though. We just traded for Makar in a draft not too long ago. That's the thing here. So we're going to talk you, Heiskanen. Hello. Welcome to the squad. 2-way defender. Holding it down. We're not even going to mess around. We're going to go first. We say this and we're going to mess around, by the way. We're going to go 2 first and a second for Miro Heiskanen. And they're going to say, get out of here with that trade offer. That is nothing close to what we want. We'll throw on a second. They're going to say trade still rejected. They're valuing him about the same. Understandably so. Both of them stud defensemen, bright futures in this league, and they are not going to bite on it either. 2 first, 2 seconds. We're going to have to shop somewhere other than the stud defenseman, it looks like. We'll throw on another first here. Heiskanen. Trade accepted. Okay. Okay. I mean, it only cost us everything we have. But hey, we got it done. Got the job done. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now we're going to have to go, again, cheap defenseman. What else is laying around out here? Dermott. What kind of 2-way defender? That could work. Defensive pairing 2 could also work. I like it. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk a little business here. Sure. All right, we'll go Dermott. Toronto, you guys didn't want me anyway. I know. You wanted a forward. We can do that. Actually, just kidding. We're going to do the draft pick here. Okay, so let's talk a second. We are running out of draft picks, as expected. It was going to happen eventually. 34th. I think we have his seconds left. We're going to be very careful here. And I want to take a peek real quickly at our skaters. How many we got? Calgary will be over the salary cap. Also a problem there. So who can we move as far as D-men are concerned that might want to leave? We're going to keep Hanifin. Going to keep Heiskanen. Ooh, actually, hello, Valimaki and your trade value. I think we got to keep you, though. 79, third liner. Little potential there, potentially. Nah, he doesn't even fit on a third line. We're going to keep him anyway because they're feeling generous, I think. You ain't going to play. Kylington's out there. Got to remember that. So we have 1, 2, 3. We pick up another defenseman. That'd be 4. And then our bottom D pair would be the 79, 79. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Kylington, we might actually trade. He's got some value. We have to start Seabrook. I like the idea of... Actually, does he fit better? Which one's got the better chemistry? It's not going to show us, of course. Okay, he's an offensive defenseman. I don't want that on the third line, I think. So we're going to go Kylington. You're gone. That's going to open up a little cap space as well. We're going to try to move Petrovic, even though they probably don't want him. That would put Calgary over the maximum salary cap. How? Is Dermott getting paid down the road? Is that what we got going on here? It says 1 year's left. Okay, you're going to retain some salary. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. 180, whatever that was, 100K. Okay, so fourth, third, second, and a couple players for Dermott. How do you feel? Trade accepted. Actually took that easily. Okay, so roster moves. This might be it. I think we're good here. Is this guy in the CHL is the question. Make more moves real quickly while we're here. I do not see him. Okay, perfect. So let's go here. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. Now we'll go edit lines ourselves. And we'll take a look at what we got here. This is going to be it, I think. We don't have many draft picks. We literally just completely threw away our entire future for being successful now. So I hope you guys enjoy that over there in Calgary. So we'll go you here. Beautiful. Nesterov, you're not going to play anymore. I'm sorry. Hope you're not disappointed. Too bent out of shape about it. You'll get, maybe some playing time in the next 7 years when we're short players because we have no draft picks. You're going to go here. You're going to go here. That's a -1. You love seeing that on the fourth line. Not really. Third line. Unfortunate. We're going to make it work. Okay, so Hanifin, Giordano. Let's see here. Who's got the better chemistry first line? Giordano wants to be a second liner. Hanifin's there. Dermott's there. And Heiskanen could be a better first line. I don't think it's going to +3. Yes, it will. Okay, we'll make it work then. So, one overall difference. And both these guys can bring a lot to the table. Are these not both offensive defensemen? No, they're not. They're both 2A. Why was I thinking that? Okay, so this is a solid. Stuttering. He's a solid. Giordano, Dermott, Heiskanen, Hanifin. I like it. I think we're working there. Going to the offensive side, Derek Ryan, Monahan. That third line is still filthy. Nordstrom, Dubé, and Simone on the bottom 4 there. Again, if there's any sort of problem, it's going to be that bottom line. And James Neal's second lining it right now. We didn't pick up any sort of upgraded power forward there. We kept him as is. I still wouldn't mind picking up another bottom 4 guy. We'll see how the team plays, though. We'll get some games out of the way. I think we picked up some solid studs here. And we did have everybody playing that's supposed to play, right? Let's make sure we got that real quick. I think we did. We had Neal. Erickson ain't playing. Erickson, you got to play, pal. I'm sorry to bring it to you. Where's Lucic? Lucic ain't playing either. We almost completely cheated. Okay, so scratched. There's Lucic. He's got to play. And yeah, so actually we really can't upgrade that bottom line. What we have is what we have. It wouldn't be bad to get a really good, I guess, centerman for the fourth line. An 85, 84 overall, if that was even possible. Or we're going to have to upgrade the Levo-Derek Ryan combination there as well. We'll see how they play, though. That fourth line's definitely going to be a problem. We can already see it, those guys. And they're, it's the most expensive fourth line in the league, though. I tell you what. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Let's go, I don't know, we're going to go a month and a half in and then take a look and see how things are going. That's usually a good, judgment phase there. September 2020, 3-1-1 in the preseason. We'll take it. We lost the second game. That's not what we want to see. LA, you want to sit down early? Oh, yeah, 11-2. Thanks for playing. The tank is on early for the LA Kings. They weren't even messing around. They just said, let's throw out the AHL goalie for a good time. Here we go. 1-1-1. W against the Blues. W against Colorado. Big opponents here out Midwest and then over there east against Boston. There are some big wins. 4 straight. Rangers as well. Calgary is hot. This team's playing some puck right now. 7-2. They just went through the meat of their schedule really right there. They're 10-2 out of it. Dominant. I mean, the schedule's got to weaken a little bit here, and they're going to start losing his course as well there. Yeah, you got it. You love to see it. Losing to the Chicago Blackhawks. It is what it is. LA, you want to lose again? Of course they do. They're trying their best. The tank, look at them right now. 5-11. They're killing it. Respect the tank. It's all right. I got you, LA. Speaking of a team with a bunch of really high contracts, I won't call them a waste because it's still Kopitar and Dottie, but they're really, really high contracts. It's kind of bogging that team down a little bit, if you will, or is it more of a goaltender thing? What really happened to the LA Kings? You have 2 I guess it's kind of Chicago's the same area there, right? You have 2 really good cornerstones to your team. And the wheels just fell off for LA. All right, so 22-7-2. We might not make any moves. The way this team's looking, I think we're in good shape here. We don't really, not that we have a bunch of options to make more moves, but I think we'll be all right. We'll take a look again. The bottom line's what we're worried about. We'll take a look, though. Plus 17, 30 points, 32 or 34 out of Lindholm, actually, there. So playing well. Lindholm. Yeah, Lindholm. And then 30, yeah, the whole first line's over a point per game. Gaudreau, 87. Dylan Strome playing 14-11 for, look out, James Neal go. The real deal Neal, 25 points. Levo, 25. 20 out of Monahan. 12 out of Derek Ryan. And even the third line's positive. Look at these boys go. Talk about a resurgence to the career. Lucic is only 32? Huh. Really thought he was older than that. It's the power forward thing, though. It's so rare to see power forwards' careers extend past the age of 30. I mean, there's a couple of them in the league, obviously, but the Blake Wheels come to mind there. People, there's always you consider Ovechkin a power forward. I hear it a lot. I mean, the guy's he's a hit machine. He's a tank. You got to consider him a power forward, don't you? Even though he's a goal-scoring machine. I mean, you want to call him a sniper, but here we go. 23, 8-3. Let's go. Maybe or not. There you go. Dallas Stars W. Love to see it. Tampa, how you feel about losing next time we play? That'd be appreciated. A W against the Blues again. Been playing well against the Blues so far this season for the most part. 27-10. Team's looking all right. I think we'll be fine. If the wheels don't fall off. Again, we'll get to the deadline. As long as nothing bad happens, we're going to keep things as is. I think we made a lot of moves, and we have literally no draft picks, even if we wanted to make some. Did we forget to sign a defenseman? No, we don't have any cap space anyway. I was thinking it was a guy. Was it Hamonic we was thinking about signing? We ended up not doing. I think it's going to work out as is anyway. He's probably signed by now regardless, so it's too late. 34-13. We don't need you, Hamonic. We're killing it over here in Calgary. Johnny G and the boys are getting the job done over there. W against Washington. W against Calgary. Carolina. Again. Here we go. Tampa. Yeah, they really didn't get the message, I guess, because we lost to them again. That's been a tough team for us this season. Overall, though, you're going to run into the trade deadline with 40 wins. You can't go wrong there. Pending a losing streak. There it is. Number 40. Right on the dot. We're just going to play through 41-14. Calgary's looking pretty good right now, I'd have to say. Yeah, we're going to be a conservative buyer because we have no money, but we want to be a buyer. That's kind of, the route we're going with on that one. 41-17, exiting the deadline. Calgary, full control of the division. Love to see it. Take a look at your Canucks. Yeah, we are about 20 points ahead of the Canucks in the division right now. We're looking pretty good there. Calgary trying to take home that Presidents with Lucic, Eriksson, Brent Seabrook, and the boys playing on this team. I keep feeling like we're missing somebody. James Neal, Eriksson, Lucic, Seabrook. No, they're all playing. There's 4 of them. 4 guys with that cap hit problem there. And they're all there. I don't know why it feels like we're missing somebody. But we're good there. Okay, 52 wins. Yeah, sure. Maybe 55. Now 54 can happen, though. Edmonton, if you want to roll over. Thank you. Arizona, first round, squeaking into the playoffs. Calgary, though, what a season. 54 wins, even with some grizzled veterans. Maybe that's what you needed. Even more surprisingly, 70 points was the best player on this team. Really thought this team was putting the goals up. But at the end of the day, though, 6 players, 50-plus points, 9 players with 40-plus. It was that third line. I'm telling you, Monahan carried. That third line, he was the third line, right? Monahan, third line? Lindholm, Monahan, who was the other center? Yeah, he was the third line. And he put up 20 goals, 23 assists. That's big. You get 40-plus points out of 3 players on your fourth line. What is going on here? 42 points. Oh, it's a defender. I was going to say. No, it 42. How'd the boys do? Lucic, 24 points, 14 goals. He potted some, though. It's good. Eriksson, 21 plus 4. Not bad. Seabrook, hello. 20 plus 11. We'll take it. Not bad. No, that's the wrong player. Plus 18. Even better. We'll take that there. How'd the goaltender look, though? It was, Markstrom? He played great. 9-16. Above average in the Sims, so we'll take that. And as far as these standings are concerned, 54-21, 115 points. San Jose in there, 99 points. Arizona barely got. How'd they get in with 85 points? What in the heck kind of... 81 for the Blues? Okay. Good for the Blues. That would be the answer of how they got in with 85 points, I guess. What a weak division. Imagine getting in 37. It was below 500. Nice. Good for the Blues. Tampa, Montreal, Buffalo, Toronto putting out over there in the Atlantic. The Metro, nobody with over 100 points there either. Seeing the Rangers, Capitals. I wanted to see real quick. We looked right over our goals for and goals against looked. Because again, we have a high point production by any particular player, but the whole line or team put out 3.22 points or goals for per game. 2.51 goals against. Yeah, so solid. Penalty or power play was good too. Right around 20%. Penalty kill 85. Everything's looking good here. Let's rock and roll in the playoffs. Arizona, you're on deck here at 38-35. This should be a winnable matchup. One thing you learn about playoffs, though, is don't sleep on anybody because anybody can take a series once you get there. W to start the series. Game number 2. W again. All right, 3-0. Maybe anybody can't take a series. Arizona looks to be a little bit outmatched here by these Calgary Flames. They are going to be gone in just 4 games. Round number 2, what you guys got for us over here in Calgary? Anybody solid? San Jose, good team there. See what San Jose's got. Nothing so far. They're going to fall behind 2-1 in this series, heading into game number 4 at San Jose. Another L. Okay, San Jose's bouncing back. They're going to play tough. They're going to play a little hard to get. I respect it. We're going to go to a game 6 at San Jose, and San Jose's got a chance to actually close out this series right now. Calgary, after winning 6 straight to start the postseason, are finding themselves reeling here on a 3-game losing streak. There you go. Svechnikov, Hanifin, Pot, and a biscuit there for these Calgary Flames. San Jose trying to come back, though. Svechnikov with the goal. Katir right behind, though. Here we go. 3rd period. Anybody's ball game. Power play Sharks, and Calgary's gonna... What happened here? Oh, we sent Dolby on the one. It's like, why is this going so slow? They're not gonna kill it off. San Jose is gonna score. It's Timo Meier, and we have ourselves a tied game in San Jose. Calgary's got to get a goal here. If they can't get a goal, they are all but walking out of playoffs. Well, they don't have to get a goal, but they're going to walk to overtime. They're going to walk out of playoffs if they don't score a goal in overtime either, though. So here we go. San Jose says, let's go to an overtime. All right. A thriller in San Jose. Shot by Seabrook, trying to make his name. And bang. San Jose is going to win it. Unbelievable. Vlasic. President's Trophy winning year. It was a President's Trophy winning year. A dominant year, right? And San Jose is going to bounce us in the 2nd round. You never know how them Sims are going to treat you. Unfortunate here. Calgary, even with all of these expensive contracts, made a run for it. Just couldn't quite get a deep run once they got the playoffs, though. As for this video, though, guys, as always, if you enjoyed it, I appreciate you consider subscribing. Never have to. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.